The episode opens in the dim barn as Derek Turnbow spirals into panic, convinced Joyce and the others are lying to him. He insists Mr. What's-It warned him about Will, about all of them. The second Joyce loosens his restraints, Derek bolts, scrambling up the loft and kicking dirt into Will's face. As the group tries to calm him, Will freezes. A cold pulse invades his mind. A creature is coming. The barn wall erupts as a Demogorgon lunges inside. Joyce swings an axe, driving it back just long enough for Steve, Nancy, Dustin, and Jonathan to slam into the monster with Steve's car. Wounded, the beast tears open a rift and dives through. Steve doesn't hesitate, he floors the gas and the entire group vanishes into the upside down. Back in the barn, Will staggers to the wall and begins painting a massive mural. Holly strapped to a spire, tendrils forced into her mouth, 3 other children beside her. 12 spires in all. Vecna is collecting kids, 8 still missing. Another vision hits him like a wave. Holly again. The same horror. Will trembles. Meanwhile, Hawkins military begins rounding up children, for protection. Dr. K, still convinced 11 is the threat, orders them moved to Max Z base, unknowingly delivering them straight into Vecna's plan. Mike and Lucas witness the operation and sprint to warn the group. Inside the upside down, Steve follows Dustin's tracker until it suddenly vanishes. A shimmer fills the fog ahead, another impossible wall sealing them in. Elsewhere, 11 and Hopper encounter the same barrier. Whatever lies at the center, Hawkins Lab, is the heart of it. Deep in Henry's mindscape, Max leads Holly into a cave stitched from memories Vecna refuses to enter. Max finally reveals everything, dying in Lucas's arms, waking inside Henry's memories, wandering Hawkins Lab in a 1959 school, chased through Henry's past until her song, running up that hill, bled through cracks in the illusion. It led her to Lucas in the hospital, until the music stopped and the portal shut in her face. Vecna appeared. She ran. This cave was the only place he feared. Holly is the first hope of escape. Above ground, the group plans to use Derek as an undercover witness to identify kids who saw Henry. Mike, Will, Lucas, and Joyce tunnel beneath the base to help extract them. But when a burst pipe exposes Mike and Will, the mission collapses. Soldiers arrest Joyce, Derek, Mike, and Will. Lucas escapes with 2 kids, trapped in the tunnels. Then, metal plates across Hawkins burst. Demogorgons crash through walls. Chaos floods the base. Will convulses, seeing everything through Vecna's mind. In the upside down, Hopper and 11 break into the lab but are discovered. A sonic weapon incapacitates 11. Dr. K enters, claiming she's been searching for 11 and knows who she wants to reach. Chaos erupts. Soldiers fire at the wrong room. Hopper attacks. A tentacled creature bursts in. In the scramble, Hopper and 11 manage to subdue K. Hopper sends 11 away with a compass and orders her to meet Nancy at the cemetery. When she notices explosives strapped to him, he tells her it's a fail-safe and that he's proud of her. "I love you, Jane." He shuts the door. The sonic weapon suddenly dies. Hopper opens the vault, only to find not Vecna but 8, alive and unconscious, wired into the machinery. And in Hawkins, Vecna finally steps through a new gate, unbound, unstoppable, marching straight toward the chaos building beneath the base. Will collapses as a violent tremor ripples through the base. Lights stutter. The air vibrates. A Demogorgon explodes through the wall, ripping a guard apart before another creature follows. All across Hawkins, portals bloom open like wounds. Outside, Robin, Lucas, and Murray rush the evacuated children to safety when more Demogorgons crawl out of the smoke, hunting them down. Mike turns as a shadowed figure steps toward a swirling portal. When it opens fully, Vecna emerges, taller, steadier, fully restored. Soldiers fire, but he flicks his wrist and sends them crashing aside like dolls. With another gesture, the Demogorgons stiffen and grow stronger, moving with renewed purpose. Joyce screams for him to leave Will alone. Vecna barely acknowledges her. He waves his hand and flings her across the street. Will is yanked forward, suspended helplessly in midair, caught in Vecna's invisible grip. Vecna finally reveals his plan. The 12 children are perfect vessels, fragile but malleable, minds he can reshape into new extensions of himself. Adults resist. Children break. Will, he says, was the first and the most important. Taking him years ago proved how far Vecna could reach. Some minds, he whispers, were never meant for the world they were born into. They belong to him. As he speaks, Demogorgons drag screaming children through fresh portals, completing his collection. Vecna releases Will and steps backward into the upside down, the portal snapping shut behind him. Immediately, 3 Demogorgons strike, one lunges at Robin, another sprints toward Lucas in the tunnels, and a third erupts from the ground directly behind Mike. In the chaos, Robin's earlier words echo in Will's mind. Stop being afraid of who you are. The answers are already inside you. Memories flash, Will on the swings, meeting Mike for the first time, building castle byres with Jonathan, racing through the woods in his wizard costume. Moments of fear, moments of joy, moments of truth. The Demogorgon attacking Mike freezes mid-leap, limbs locked by an unseen force. Bones twist with a sickening crunch, just like Vecna's kills. The beast hunting Lucas is lifted into the air, thrashing. The third, closing in on Robin, is yanked upward and held suspended. Will stands trembling, eyes pure white, one hand raised exactly like Vecna's. Power surges through him, all 3 Demogorgons contort, shatter, and drop lifeless to the ground. Will collapses, his eyes clear, a thin line of blood slips from his nose, just like 11, just like Henry. He wipes it away and that's how the episode ends.